It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Ernest. Ernest Wicks, Detroit native, 26 years old. And today I want to share with you some intriguing things that ought to spark your interest. And I'm sure it will make you want to know some more things about me. I'm a husband, I'm a father, and I'm also a minister. First of all, let me tell you about me being a husband. I'm married to the former Jasmine Scott, who now bears my last name, and she goes by Jasmine Wicks, and oh my goodness, she wears it so well. We've been married for 3 years now. We started off dating, and I proposed to her within our first year because I knew that she was the one for me. Marriage has definitely been interesting, but on the flip side, it's taught me so many things. It's taught me how to love. Marriage has taught me how to provide, and it's also taught me how to sacrifice. I had to do away with being so selfish. I couldn't just worry about myself anymore because God had given me a union to be steward over. And to be the leader that God has created me to be, I had to do away with childish things. I had to do away with childish thoughts, and marriage has definitely helped me do that. Being married to my wife and learning all of these lessons, one of the ones that I really enjoy is that God has entrusted me to be a steward. Not many people get the opportunity to become married or even have anyone close to them that they would even want to become married to them. But God allowing for me to meet my wife and allowing for me to connect with her and to learn things about her and to allow for us to do the things that we have done in our lives and for God to just entrust me as a man to lead this woman, my rib, that is very mind blowing. But I just thank God that He allowed for us to become married and become one. And it gets more and more interesting every day. In fact, within our marriage, God has blessed us with 3 children. That's right. I told you I was a father. 3 children. Their names are Michaela, which is my daughter, and I have 2 sons, Ernest Jr. and Xavier. Michaela is 8 years old. Ernest Jr. is 2 years old. Yeah, y'all pray for me. And Xavier, he's a whopping 6 months. That's right. He's a newbie, but oh, he's a busybody already. They are very interesting. They're very intriguing. They are my children. I can honestly say that. They're so fun to be around, and they make people laugh, and they just bring joy to everywhere they go. They're so sweet. Having children and being married, they're just, as I would like to put it, some of the best moments that have ever happened to me. I can think of many things, and I can pretty much count them on my hand that I really look at as some of the best things that's ever happened. And definitely marriage and having children, they're at the top of that list. The greatest lesson that I've learned from having children is patience. Having children, you definitely have to be patient because they do things that you would not normally see older people doing. They want to do things that really don't make sense sometimes, and trying to teach them and trying to get them to comprehend and learn as they grow, that takes a lot of patience. In fact, God already knew that I needed more patience, and He knew that my prayers were to have patience. So I believe just me having children and blessing our union with children has allowed for me to gain that patience in which I have been praying for. Not only am I a husband and not only am I a father, but as I told you, I am a minister of the gospel. Yeah, I'm 26 years old and I accepted my call at 18. It was a little rocky in the beginning. I didn't know which side I really wanted to be on. I understood what my calling was, but I was still young and still trying to live as a young person, not really mature to the level that I should have been. But over time, I've grown and if I say so myself, not to toot my own horn, I've turned out to be a pretty decent young man. I've been in ministry for about 8 years now. I'm actually under the tutelage of my pastor, Dr. Aaron Chapman, at the Dedicated to Christ Church, where I've been serving there as the youth pastor for the past 3 years. It's very interesting that God has entrusted me to carry this mantle as a minister because I have a passion for people. And the passion for people, it has definitely sparked what I call my fire in ministry because I want to see people better. And wanting to see people better, God has allowed me to become a mentor to many. My target really is young people, but God has surrounded me with so many people of all different ages that it just intrigues me, and it really shows me that God trusts me with this assignment, that even people older than me come to me for me to minister to. In conclusion, I like to just say that hopefully you've heard some things that have intrigued you and that have sparked your interest to want to know more things about me. My name is Ernest Wicks, and I'm a husband, I'm a father, and I'm a minister. It's a bird. Nah, it's definitely not a plane. It's me, Ernest Wicks. Hope you enjoy it.